What is going on? Beyond the Break collectors here with our weekly eBay purchases. We'll say it's a small order this week, just due to the fact that the holidays are coming up, kind of slowing down on our buying, but also the fact that by the time this video has come out, it's already been past Thanksgiving, so I am filming this right before Thanksgiving. So small order here. I would say around 20-ish cards. No real strategy, just kind of bought a few things that we like. Kind of starting to buy a little bit of Jordan here, a little bit of baseball still. If you watch our last couple of videos, we're definitely getting more into the baseball buying right now. But as always, just always buying kind of what we like. PSA is currently running a special on 80 to 90s cards. So did buy some 90s cards that we'll get into, and we'll be shipping out soon to PSA. So really just quickly, just want to go through this. Not gonna be a long video. Again, we'll pick these back up once the holidays are kind of, dying down, and I can have some cash to buy some more cards. But for the meantime, this is kind of be the next couple of videos in terms of the amount that we're buying. So starting things off, this is a Jordan from Z-Force. Just love any kind of Jordans, honestly. This is the Skybox from 1997. This is a cool color match of Gary Payne Hall Kings. This is number 249 out of the 2016 Panini Optics. A Defenders Topps Finest Akeem Olajuwon. Love these rare Defenders inserts, whatever you want to call them, from Topps Finest, especially when it has the film on it. I will evaluate the card to see if it's worth it, and then we'll peel. If it's not, I'll leave the peel on. There's another Jordan Sky Masters from Skybox. A Jordan Upper Deck 3D Jam. Just a LeBron James Finals MVP from Mosaic. Baron Davis Bowman Chrome X-Fractor out of 150. Walker Jenkins, the guy we've been kind of buying a lot of if we can. This is just top 100, number 11 prospect. I believe this is like the Aqua out of 125. One of my favorite pickups of the order is the Charles Barkley Skybox Intense. Just love this variation. And the back too, just so cool. So cool. This is from the 1995 Skybox. Picked up these two. One being the fact that I am a Phillies fan, just love this patch from 1980. It's not the real patch from 1980, just more of a commemorative patch, but really just like this one to have in the collection. So we'll put that in the PC. And then I did buy the Wade box from the 1996 World Series of the Yankees. My dad, big Yankees fan, will be giving him this card. Thought it was, $5, why not? Here's a SWAT team Hakeem Olajuwon. This looks nicely centered, so we'll see from the surface and all not, but the centering looked great from the pictures. A Gunnar Henderson Logo Fractor Blue out of 150. Michael Jordan Frequent Flyers from Topps Stadium Club. Another one of those Skybox Jordans from the 1991 set. Such a cool back. And then Electrified Jordan insert from Skybox from the 1995 set. And 3 more cards. This was in a screw down. This is honestly, I'm not sure if it's gonna be gradable. Obviously, when you buy something from a screw down, so you always run that risk. But this is a Mickey Mantle Atomic Refractor. Center looked great. No greening at all either. You always worry about that. But yeah, take that risk with the screw downs, and we'll see. But just love that card regardless. Even if it's not gradable, something again, I'll keep in my PC. Most of my PC is just really random stuff. It's nothing like too crazy, but that's one of those cards where I more than likely will keep in my PC. Before I show you the last card, this is another one of those Finals MVP from LeBron. It's the pink refractor, pink mosaic. And then lastly, probably my favorite card of the order. This is Charles Barkley Hot Numbers. Just love this set from Flair. 95, 96 set. Obviously, the Jordan one's the hot card from this, but, got this for, I want to say, $8 or $9. Definitely, if it's gradable, we'll definitely be setting along in that 90s special that PSA is currently running. All right, so like usual, we'll go through the cards and show which ones are gradable and which ones are not, and give those reasons. All right, so only 19 cards, like I mentioned, small order this go around due to the holiday and Thanksgiving coming up. But out of the 19, 11 were deemed gradable in my mind. And Again, majority of these being 90s, it doesn't come as a surprise to me that some of these aren't gradable. And some of these are more leaning on the 9 side, and we'll go through those exactly. But again, when you are buying something that's more 90s or older, you kind of have to have the anticipation that majority will come back not gradable, or, you know, with that 8 to 9 range, depending on the picture and what you see from a centering issue. But then also expect, you know, ding corners, surface scratches, you know, the whole 9 yards when it comes to card conditions from that, you know, that era. So those that we deemed gradable, the Gunnar Henderson was clean, other than, you know, a little bit of a centering issue, a little bit thicker on the left. Definitely has a shot of a 9 or a 10. The Jordan, this one was actually clean. I think this has a pretty good shot of a 10, honestly. Wouldn't be surprised. The Gary Payton Hall Kings out of 49 color match, this was clean. The Defenders, pretty pumped about this. I'm definitely going to peel it off. I didn't just yet, obviously, but back was good. Centering might be the issue, a little bit thicker on the top than the bottom, left to right, even to. These are always so tough when it comes to centering. But other than that, you know, centering is in question, but other than that, everything else was clean. Surface was great. We'll take that off, the peel off, and send that to grading. The Z-Force, Jordan Z-Force out of Skybox. This was clean. I have a good chance of a 9 here. The one corner, I think this dark one corner had a little bit of whitening. Back is actually pretty nice, having that all white in the back, which is nice. And even the one dark corner with the red, no whitening in that corner. But we have this as a good chance of a 9. The Davis, this has a good chance of a 9. The only issue we found was centering, a little bit thicker on the left and a little bit thicker up top. Back was clean, especially with these red corners. No issues there, no whitening at all. The Barkley, this has a good chance of a 9 as well. Centering, or not centering, excuse me. The surface was great. Front surface, no issues. Look at that shine. Oh, man, this is such a cool card. The front, no issues. The back, obviously, being as dark as it is, you always run into that issue. I will say, reason why we were leaning more towards a 9 is 1 or 2 corners has the tiniest bit of whitening, which in my mind, I was expecting a little bit worse, honestly. So seeing that the lack of whitening on this was super, you know, great to see. And we have this as deemed closer to a 9. The LeBron Mosaic and Finals MVP has that as a 10, clean. This was clean. Centering, as you can see, was great. So that's why we kind of went for it. Again, look at the shine on these. This is just out of tops too. Back centering was great. We had this as a good chance of a 9, maybe possible chance of a 10. I think just the one corner up here is a little bit dinged, a little bit nicked, but other than that, real good here. This, LeBron's other Finals MVP, was clean, no issues there. And then this, the biggest card of the order probably, or at least my favorite card of the order, this was clean. No issues at all. I think this has a good chance of a 10, if not at least a 9. Especially with this back, the coloring, I mean, no whitening at all. Whoever had this card took really good care of it. You can make the argument the tiniest bit of whitening in that corner, but other than that, I didn't see any major flaws. So we'll be sending this to grading immediately. All right, so as for the ones that are not gradable, unfortunately, the mantle took out, and, you know, centering was great, actually. The front looks great, so it just has a really good image to it, but unfortunately, when you look at the back, I don't know how this happened, but there's like this screw you can see there and there, right there. I tried getting that off as much as I could. It just wasn't coming off. I might keep going at it for a little bit longer to see if that's more. I don't really, because I don't feel it, so I don't know if it's more of a smudge or not, but if it's not, obviously we'll not be saying that to grading. The Jordan Skybox Sky Masters just had a ding corner. This corner, or this one had, what was the issue with this one? I think it was the corner as well in this one. Or no, it had a dent up top here. The Walker Jenkins, which I'm a little bummed, but all 4 corners honestly had some sort of whitening in them. I don't know who. Obviously, you don't know who had this last, but did not take good care of the card. All 4 had just, you know, too much whitening for my mind. So this is kind of unfair from a percentage of what's deemed gradable. I bought these knowing that they're not going to grade well. They're a thicker card. The backs of these, all the corners obviously show whitening. They're from the, I think they're from the 2009 set. So I kind of obviously did not expect to grade these at all regardless. And then the last two, just your typical with Skybox tops, you know, Stadium Club, both just too much whitening for, you know, both these, so the wear and tear. But yeah, we'll be sending off a lot of those 90 cards that we deem gradable immediately. Those are more urgent. The rest we'll probably be holding on for some sort of special in the near future. If you liked the video, as always, please like and subscribe. And until next time, peace.